Hi there, Aquarius. Thank you so very much for tuning in. This is your mid-July reading. Before we get right into it here, thank you so very much for all of your comments, your likes, your subscriptions. I'm so touched by all of you, so thank you for connecting. And of course, right, energy is fluid, so it may permeate a little before the 15th of July, a little after the 30th. All right. But having said that, Aquarius, I was meditating on your energy and I was hearing capricious, capricious. Okay, and as I was shuffling the cards, it was interesting because the main stack almost fanned right out and off of the table. And there were a few cards that were right, just edging over the edge. And there was one that fell onto my lap, and it's the Three of Swords. It's in reverse, the way that it fell out, and I'm laying it horizontally, right on the right hand side of the spread here. Okay, now shuffling a bit more, and two more cards popped out: the Son of Cups upright, and the Eight of Swords upright. All right, so two swords cards out for you so far. Let us get it all in order and see what this is about, Aquarius. Okay. Oscillation, though. I'm hearing oscillation. Something about... Okay, I'm hearing happy medium. Happy medium for a number of you. And just have a thick stack that popped out. Let us see what this is referencing here. Okay, interesting. Aquarius, you pulled two fours. You pulled two fours. Now, As I was saying, right, there's this oscillation, this thick stack popped out, faced by the Four of Pentacles, okay, with the Ace of Pentacles at its base. So we'll heed that. And as I said, the happy medium, right, this other stack popped out with three cards. The first being the Four of Wands, overlaying Justice, smack dab in the middle, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Now, before I recorded your video, before I turned on the camera, I was drinking my water on the table and a little water spilled, and apparently there's still a little left. And these three cards are sitting atop this little puddle. Okay, what feels like a puddle, and these three cards there's like the water is seeping between them, and they're like almost sticking to each other. Right? So something about whatever this is, Aquarius, and you have the Eight of Cups, right? Lots of emotion, lots of water. Whatever this is I'm hearing it's like out of hand, out of control. Something is out of, again, it's like the tipping over of the bucket, the oscillation, the pendulum from extreme to extreme, and trying to find the happy medium, right? Within it all. It's interesting because you have the 4 and then you have the 8. 4 plus 4, 8. So 4 times 2, right? Justice, 2, polarity. There's something about coming down to it, and justice lays right in the middle, right, of this trio. So there's something about Aquarius seeing the situation head on for what it is. I'm hearing that, okay, but heeding the signals on either side. Right? Heeding the signals on either side, the left and the right, the green and the blue, is just coming to me. Right? I'm hearing those colors in particular for you, green and blue. Right? Red light, green light. So there's something about understanding where these two worlds meet. And finding, yet again, that I'm hearing that happy place where I'm hearing not sacrificing the emotions, you're not sacrificing your understanding of the emotions, okay? I'm also hearing without rebounding in some kind of way, whatever that may mean to you, okay? But you're just being, and you're just seeing what it is you're experiencing for what it is. Acceptance. I'm getting acceptance here is key in whatever way that resonates with you, Aquarius. Something about recognizing what has been and not for the sake of changing the past necessarily, not for the sake of changing how we've felt necessarily even of the past, right? Of course, general reading may resonate differently with everyone, but I'm getting the focus here, Aquarius, is on coming to terms with what has been, coming to terms on your own terms with what has been. What rings true for you? What rings true for you? Okay, now. A lot of emotion. Right? I'm getting that, lots of emotion. And it's almost like this card, the eight of cups, right? Heavy emotion is like sticking to the table. I try to lift it, it's like plastered. It's like glued to the table. There's something about whatever this is, it's like it feels like it's cemented in some kind of way, right? As it may seem. And I'm getting that it's not about changing whatever these emotions are. It's not about changing whatever this period of time was, right? Because in a way, it doesn't matter. Because in a way, everything is perspective. Everything is perception. And you can look, right, at the same coin and see two completely different sides to that story. And so all that matters, right, I'm getting for you, Aquarius, that you are now standing at the threshold of whatever your experience was in this old world, and whatever you're leading yourself into or being led into in whatever way. Okay, I'm hearing Wheel of Fortune for a number of you, and you are just balancing your perspective of both, of where you've been, of where you are now, and where you're going. And it's the key of perception that you recognize is the key holder, even. That is your answer, wherever, right? It's like black or white, what has been, what has not been, right? It's like everything is perception. And that alone, right, brings me the understanding that what I've experienced doesn't need to change. Maybe it's just my perception of it. From there, Aquarius, you set out. And from there, right, when perception becomes everything, your horizons are expansive. And there's this freedom, this feeling of flight that is taken when there's just that turn of the head, so to speak, forward, where you're not, right, again, looking left or looking right only, but you're looking forward. Okay, it's beautiful. Whatever this is, it's there's clarity, there's understanding. Okay, but I feel that much of it is internalized. Okay, now let us get to the rest of the cards here. You have this main stack, right? The Four of Pentacles, overlaying Judgment. Okay, Major Arcana. Overlaying, and it's upright, significant. Overlaying the Star in reverse. Okay, overlaying the Fool in reverse. Overlaying the Emperor in reverse. Overlaying the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Overlaying the Four, another Four. You've got 3 fours on the table here. Four of Cups upright. 2 of Pentacles upright. And the Ace of Pentacles that underpins this whole stack. Okay, we will heed that. Absolutely. And again, right, you have another 8. So something about multiples of 2. 2, 4, 8. 2, 4, 8. Okay. Let me tune in for you, Aquarius. 1 second. Okay. I'm hearing dabbling. Now, there is this duo, right? This stack of two cards, the Son of Cups upright and the Eight of Swords upright. And I'm feeling that there is somewhat of a connection with whatever these three cards are, with the Eight of Cups and the Justice and the Four of Wands. Perhaps Son of Cups could be a water sign, okay, could be male or female, right? Or however gender. And may be associated with whatever this, I'm hearing perpetrator, okay, for a number of you, in whatever way you may resonate with that, may be involved with whatever this situation was, whatever this, and I'm getting specifically, I'm getting the feeling of resonance between these two cards. Something about the perception of, perhaps this individual, could be again, water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, okay, that it's a matter of the perception of. It's not even a matter of who they are, of what they do, of what they've done, or whatever, right? It seems. It's just a matter of how do I see that person? How do I see myself in relation to that person? How do I see, right, myself as even part of that person? And it's, again, all perception. There's duplicity here. I'm feeling that. Okay, I'm feeling that. But whatever this has been, Eight of Cups situation, very emotional, okay, that I'm getting perhaps had been for quite some time in the past as well for a number of you, it may have, right, caused this sense of, I'm hearing entrapment, a cyclical sort of entrapment, a feeling of, because of what I've experienced, right, how do my experiences define me in some kind of way? And where am I to take that creative flight? So where the past shaped your perception, right, of self, of yourself in relation to what it is you create, of the world you step into, of how you live in relation to how you've lived, right? Your understanding, Aquarius, if I am to acknowledge the value of perception, right, I must release any preconception, any fixed perception, right? Because perception is variable. Right? You turn your head this way, you see something completely different than if you were to turn your head this way, right? And you're free to shift your perception. Right? Anything is possible. So you're realizing, Aquarius, I almost said Scorpio. So if you know Scorpio, right, and this is Son of Cups, right? Could be Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, someone with a lot of water in their chart, someone who's very creative, emotionally inclined. Okay, I'm hearing reserved, something about reserves, creative reserves. Okay, creativity. Now, I'm hearing painting for a number of you, okay? But, right, it's, you're recognizing, Aquarius, that whatever was blasphemous, whatever seemed blasphemous, whatever seemed, I'm hearing out of the ordinary, okay, just impossible, just weird, just what was that? What did I experience? You're recognizing it's not about what I experienced yet again. It's about how I stand in relation to that experience. Who am I as the foil of reflection to what I'm hearing, who I engaged with, and what I experienced? Duplicity. Right? Yet again, zeroing in on that with the Justice card. Now, I'm hearing seeing myself through their eyes, seeing myself in their eyes. Something about, again, the reflective energy, okay, that seems to be coming through here. But you're recognizing, yet again, I need free range motion of perception. To truly see, I must open myself to seeing everything. right? Not just that, not just understanding exactly what this was, right? Or what, again, I was feeling, what I experienced, and changing that. It's, again, right? Recognizing, Aquarius, everything, in a way, is fixed. In time, in space, everything is just an elongation of energy. The echo chamber of sound, light, frequency. And it's not about changing that, right? Again, it's a profound message coming through for you, Aquarius. It's about me. How I exist as part of that energetic dance through time. How I participate in that symphony of sound, even, that determines how I experience it. My perception of it determines how I experience it. So if I'm desiring a different experience, right, how am I accepting the experience? I'm hearing that for a number of you, Aquarius. How am I accepting the experience? Now, okay. There is a strong desire to reform how you stand in relation to whatever this past has been. Okay. And a thinking, a ruminating on how can I actually take off, right? Take it all off. Just start anew. Begin again in a way where, right, I am feeling the newness of whatever this experience is for me. This newfound perception of my experience. And so, it is a transformation, Aquarius. I almost said Scorpio again. So, strong Scorpio energy coming through for you in your reading. Okay, I haven't done Scorpio's reading yet, so I don't quite know where the overlap may lie, but if you know Scorpio, if you have Scorpio rising, ascendant, or moon sign, you may want to check that video out. Okay, nonetheless, I was going to say, Aquarius, that there is this revolutionization that may not even make sense to you, the logical mind, or anyone around you, okay, that concerns the experience of perception. I'm getting VR for a number of you, virtual reality, I'm getting that for a number of you, okay, which doesn't have to be, right, technology. Okay, so however you resonate with it, but, or I'll say the technology that we may think, right, with the mind, in the third dimension, right, but nonetheless, there is this yearning for a new beginning. I'm feeling that, Aquarius, absolutely. And you have the Ace of Pentacles right at the base of whatever this stack is here, faced by the Four of Pentacles. Okay, faced by this stack. Okay. Again, 4, 4, and the Two of Pentacles with the Ace. Wheel of Fortune mirroring the Two of Pentacles. Whatever this shift is, you feel that it's necessary, that it's time, that it's up to you. I'm hearing to begin again, to do it, to go for it, to take off, to take it all off. However you resonate with it, Aquarius, there is this desire for a new beginning that speaks to you. And again, is almost like a celebration of you. Not because your experience has changed, but because your perception, yet again, you realize is the only thing that carries you from one world into the next. It may regard career, absolutely, but I'm feeling for a number of you that it regards the way that you see yourself in relation to your world, the 3D material tangible world, what it is you create in relation to your job, your career, right? Even your relationships, your work relationships, your partnerships, however you see it, however you experience it, and however you perceive it ultimately, right, Aquarius? This is coming through strongly for you here, okay? But there is, you recognize that whatever this transformation is, yes, it takes place on a fundamentally energetic level. It takes place on a level that is unspoken, first and foremost. But what comes by way of this, right, is a change of me on every level. As a physical being, in the third dimension, how I create in the third dimension, financially, right? However else. Physical energetic reserves. I'm getting that for a number of you, okay? So, all right, take it as you will, Aquarius, pertaining to the physical body as well, but you're thinking, how do I establish and consecrate, I'm going to consecrate this new beginning for myself in my world, for myself in relation to my world. Okay, now, I'm hearing grand scheme, and there's something that you recognize awaits you on the other side. That's profound. I'm hearing there's more than that. Now, I'm hearing where one empire falls, another may rise. So, okay, and I'm zeroing in on the sun on the Emperor card here. Right? Which is a little bit ironic, right? For looking at it closely, because it looks sort of like a blazing moon. The sun and the moon, light and dark. Okay, so it's not like the sun, and it's not like the moon. It's kind of both. And they're kind of both, right, valid in their own way, coexisting as one. Right? Let's look at it again. The sort of blazing moon on the Emperor card. And in addition to that, right, it's mirroring this moon on the Wheel of Fortune card that sits right next to it. So you have this, again, this duplicity, this duality, the polarity of extremes, yet again, right? Oscillation coming through in the beginning of the reading, where they all meet, they come to a point of clarity. Not because we've sided with either extreme, but because we've found our place of harmony in both realms. In both realms, I'm hearing an equal measure. Okay, so something about Aquarius for you, the lightness and the darkness, so to speak, of what you've experienced, what right that has led you into, and where you're going from there. Where you're being led to discover more about all three of those states, where it all comes together, Aquarius, where it all makes sense because it's everything. It's everything in that moment of accepting everything. All of you, right? All your extremes. And the place where all of your pieces come together and you realize that's what makes me. That is exactly what makes me. Right? I have to be the fabric, right, of, I'm hearing divergence. I have to be, right, the result of change. I have to be changeable. I have to be dynamic. Right? It's my pieces that make me. And it's, again, Aquarius, right? The bringing together of these pieces, right? That gives them the meaning. It's when all of these pieces come together and form that mosaic, right? Where they all the pieces come together, all the shards of glass, so to speak. And I'm zeroing in on kyanite here as I say that. Where all of my quirks, and Aquarius is a very eccentric sign, right? So we all have every sign in our chart somewhere. So, right, Aquarius energy is very eccentric, right? Offbeat sort of energy. Creative thinker. Wherever my quirks may lie, right? Wherever I may seem weird to someone or have kind of a anomalous perception of things, of myself, what I experience, it's right, all coming to clarity, not because I've cleared those differences out and ironed them out in such a way where I am just one thing. I don't need a white bleached linen sheet. Right? If I come out of the wash with, rainbow tie-dye sort of pattern, right, because I happen to wash my clothes with other colors, then so be it. And it's the beauty of that, right? Flowing with all of you, all of your pieces, and I'm getting that this may be on a micro individual level and also perhaps a macro. It could be both for a number of you, both. Seeing myself, right, as the individual and as one of the greater whole. How we're all different, how we all have our quirks, right, as different as we are to come together. Because that's what makes us whole. So, Aquarius, I'm looking up at my window, and on my window I have written, "We are a blank canvas." And it sits before the sky, which is kind of cloudy today, and so it looks really white. It looks kind of stark in comparison to the black writing of the marker. And there's this resonance, okay, that the world is yours to create, right? There's that blank canvas. But it doesn't need to be blank. It doesn't need to be, I'm hearing naked. The beauty of what you create on that blank canvas is the color, is the splashes, right, of paint that may seem unintentional because it speaks to the chaos of natural order. And understanding that I need to be me. I need to be me when I create, because what I create is a part of me. When I create something, I'm creating myself, just in another form. So if I want to create something genuine, authentic, I've got to be totally aligned with who I am. Who I am. And that is what brings me to see even the colors that I want to see. Again, something about light and dark for your Aquarius, something about color, right? And what's just blank, quote unquote blank, what is just awaiting your touch, your creative touch. So, I'm getting for you, Aquarius, if you're working on a project, right? If you're working on a project and you it's a creative project, and it's a creative project, and you can either take two routes, right? Creative paths to completing it, and you're feeling like, should I take the more sort of status quo route where I understand, if I do it this way, a little bit cookie cutter, right? Then I understand that most people will probably accept it, will probably understand it, right? It won't push any boundaries, it won't push the envelope. But how am I going to feel through the process of that process? In creating, right? How do I feel as the creator of what I'm creating? Am I feeling myself in my work? Am I feeling myself as I create myself for the world in boundless forms. Who am I? What am I? And so if you're feeling Aquarius, I could do that. I could go the conventional route, or I can even reinvent myself in the process of relaying myself. Kind of like I'm getting like a feeling of like impromptu, improvisation, right? Right on the spot. So, and these two methods, okay, creativity may be really different from one another, right? Really different, right? And it's like, again, the extremes. I can either completely, in a way, right, blow people's minds because I'm exceeding. I'm hearing the status quo. Something about the status quo in Aquarius. You are very much, right? Very much comfortable in that zone of trailblazing. Okay. I'm hearing for humanity. For humanity. And I'm hearing taking one for the team. However it may resonate with you, of course, the general reading, always, always, always heed your personal intuition, Aquarius. But there is, right, this push, right? Either, right, you can just reach the finish line, or you can run right through that tape and say, you know what, I'm not just going to reach the finish line. I'm going to redefine the finish line. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for tuning in. I hope this reading was helpful for you, and I'll be back soon with your June, July, August reading. All right, it's coming up, so stay tuned for that. And otherwise, again, thank you so very much for all of your comments, your likes, your subscriptions. I'm so very touched by all of you. Feel free to connect via Twitter. I know some of you have been asking if I have any social media by which we can connect, and so I've created one for Alchemy and You specifically. The handle is Alchemy and You. All right, but other than that, I highly recommend you to check out your rising, ascendant, or moon sign as well, as oftentimes those may provide you with further insights into your situation. For example, I know I resonate a lot with my moon sign, even more than my sun sometimes, so it doesn't hurt to check it out. All right, other than that, have a beautiful July. Enjoy, enjoy. I'm hearing break those boundaries, Aquarius, and I'll see you soon. Bye.